Hi everybody, Miss Roberts here for day 2 of Sunset of the Sabertooth. We are starting our 3rd chapter today. Remember, it's Brr. They just ran into the caves that we found out have the giant cave bears. I had to go back in and look and double check what kind of bears they were. I knew they were bears, but I couldn't remember what kind. Annie? Whispered Jack again. No answer. He put his book quietly into his pack. He stepped deeper into the cave. Annie, he said a little louder. Jack stepped on the bones. The wet dog smell got stronger. He kept going, deeper into the smelly blackness. He ran into something. He gasped. Jack, said Annie, is that you? Didn't you hear me calling? Jack whispered. We have to get out of here. Wait, she said. Someone's sleeping back there. Hear him snoring? Jack heard a low, deep moaning. It was loud, then soft. Loud, then soft. That's not a person, he said. It's a great cave bear. A booming snore shattered the air. Yikes, said Annie. Go, go, said Jack. He and Annie ran through the cave, over the bones, and out into the falling snow. They kept on going. They ran between fallen rocks and under jagged cliffs. Finally, they stopped and turned around. All they could see was snow and rocks in their footprints. No bear. Whew, said Annie. That was lucky. Yeah, said Jack. He probably never even woke up. We just got in a panic. Annie huddled close to Jack. Brr, I'm freezing, she said. Me too, he said. He took off his glasses to wipe off the snow. I'm sorry, I can't stop yawning. The cold wind blew against his bare legs. Wow, Annie said, look. She pointed at something behind them. What? Jack put his glasses on and turned around. Under a cliff was a wide ledge. Under the ledge was another cave. Only this cave seemed to have a golden glow. This one looked cozy and safe and warm. Chapter 4. Tried to stop it, still yawning. Sorry. Cave kids. Jack and Annie crept to the cave and peeked inside. A small flame danced from behind glowing coals. Near the fire were knives, axes, and hollowed-out stones. Animal skins were neatly stacked against the wall. People must live here, said Annie. Maybe it's the home of the Chromagons we saw, said Jack, looking around. Let's go inside and get warm, said Annie. Jack and Annie moved quickly to the fire and warmed their hands. Their shadows danced on the stone walls. Jack pulled out his Ice Age book. He found a picture of the cave, or of a cave. He read, Chromagons made many things from animals, plants, and stones. They made flute-like musical instruments from mammoth bones. They made ropes by braiding plant fibers, and they made axes and knives from stone. Jack pulled out his notebook and pencil. He started a list. Chromagons made bone flutes, plant ropes, stone axes, and knives. Ta-da, said Annie. Jack looked up. Annie was wearing a coat. It had a hood and long sleeves. It went all the way down to her sneakers. Where did you get that? Said Jack. From the pile of fur skins, said Annie, pointing. These must be their clothes. Maybe they're being mended. She picked up another coat and handed it to Jack. Try one. It's really warm, she said. Jack put his backpack and towel down on the hard dirt floor. He slipped on a coat. It did feel very warm and soft. We look like cave kids, said Annie. Squeak! Peanut Peanut peeked out of Jack's pack lying on the floor. "You stay in there," said Annie. "There's no teeny coat for you." Peanut vanished back into the pack. "I wonder how they made these coats," said Jack. He turned the pages of the book until he found a picture of the Cromagan woman sewing. He read, "Cromagan scraped reindeer skins with flint rocks to make them soft. They used bone needles to sew the skins together for clothing." Jack added to his list, "Reindeer skin clothes." "I hope the cave people won't mind if we borrow their coats," said Jack. "Maybe we should give them our towels," said Annie. "Go to thank them." "Good idea. Seems like a pretty fair trade. Dirty wet towel for fur-skinned coat." Maybe not so equal, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Especially when you're traveling through the ice age in your bathing suit. "Good idea. And my goggles too," said Annie. They left their gifts on top of the rest of the animal skins. "Let's explore the cave before they come home," said Jack. "It's too dark in the back," said Annie. "We won't be able to see anything." "I'll find out how Cromagans saw in the dark," said Jack. He opened the Ice Age book. He found a picture of cave people holding odd-looking lamps. He read aloud to Annie. "Cromagans made stone lamps. They hollowed out a rock, filled it with animal fat, and then burned a wick made from moss." "There," said Annie. She pointed at 2 stones near the fire. In the hollow of each was gooey white stuff in a pile of moss. "We have to be careful," said Jack. He picked up a stone. It was smaller than a bowl of soup, but much heavier. Jack held the stone close to the fire and lit a piece of moss. He lit another lamp and gave it to Annie. "Carry it with 2 hands," he said. "I know," she said. Jack tucked the book under his arm. He and Annie carried their stone lamps to the back of the cave. "Hey, I wonder where this goes," said Annie. She held her lamp up to an opening in the wall. "I'll check the book," said Jack. He put down his lamp and flipped through the Ice Age book. "I think it's a tunnel," she said. "Be right back." "Wait a second," said Jack. Too late. She had squeezed into an opening and was gone. "Oh, brother," said Jack, sighing. He closed the book and peeked in the opening. "Come back here," he said. "No, you come here," said Annie. Her voice sounded far away. "You won't believe this." Jack picked up his lamp and book. He ducked into a small tunnel. "Wow," came Annie's voice. Jack could see her lamp flickering at the other end. Crouching down, he hurried towards her. At the end of the tunnel was a huge cavern with a high ceiling. Annie held her lamp close to the wall. "Look," she said. Her voice echoed. Animals were painted on the walls in strokes of red, black, and yellow. There were cave bears and lions, elk and reindeer, bison and woolly rhinos, and mammoths. In the flickering light, the prehistoric beasts looked alive. And that is the end of chapter 4. We'll have to wait till tomorrow to read Snow Tracks for chapter 5. Thank you again for reading with me. I hope you are having a wonderful Tuesday. I'm sorry that I kept yawning. This weather, this cold, rainy weather just makes me sleepy. So I'm sorry about all the yawning. I don't promise, because you know how sometimes you just can't stop yawning, but I will do my best to do better tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.